What's up, guys? Music City Driver. It's been a kind of a... I just started a little bit ago. I just wanted to do a live stream. I haven't done one in a long time. So, it's kind of crappy tonight in Nashville. Nothing near as crappy as people in Texas are dealing with right now. My thoughts, and I'll go out to anybody who's in Texas right now, in the Houston area, who are going through all that flooding and stuff. My heart goes out to you, and I do feel for you, and if you can help, please do so. But it's pretty nasty tonight here. Something I wanted to talk about real quick. It's been happening a lot to me lately, especially with Lyft. It seems like I keep getting a request for Lyft, and I get one, okay, as I'm turning onto a one-way street, and then they cancel when I start going down the exact same direction I'm going to. So they honestly expect me to make a U-turn in the middle of the road just so I can go back to the exact direction that they're calling me from. I understand it's raining and everything, but that is just one of my pet peeves. It just irritates the crap out of me. But anyway, hey babe, I love you too. My wife just, I think she just made a comment on there. So anyway, like I said, it just irritates me. I don't know. I know they can't see where we are, like in our car, what we're doing at that moment, but they should understand that we are not just sitting there waiting for their call to come in and just, waiting to flip my car around so that I can be super Lyft or super Uber driver to just come to the rescue right at that second. So that's one of the drawbacks of doing this, is it's a little irritating and frustrating when something like that happens, because I literally just had somebody do this. That's why I was thinking, I need to do a live stream. And I was thinking, you know what better to do a live stream on than passengers canceling on you. Last night actually was really good, because I got a 4.9 time X-Ride that was about 11 miles, so I ended up getting almost $50 from that. And then I also got another Uber X for like a 2.9 or something like that, and that was a pretty good one too. That was pretty good distance too, so pretty decent. So I just it was a pretty good night last night. Lots of surges going on, because there was a Kendrick Lamar concert that was very, very heavily attended, and there was a ton of surges. And both of these people almost felt guilty, because they were super nice, and they actually walked away from where the concert was. It was still a high surge where they were, but they walked away from, out of consideration for me, the driver, picking them up, which I thought was awesome. So kudos out to you two passengers. I know you'll probably never see this video, but thank you so much for making my night easier last night, because it was helpful. But last night I also had a 6X surge that canceled on me, but they canceled after 2 minutes, and I got paid my cancellation fee without even having to request it, because I was in transit to them. I was like maybe half a mile from them, and then it canceled. So, but as a result, I ended up getting 2 more surges that ended up probably paying me more than that 6-time surge man paid. I don't know. It's always a mystery. It's always a crapshoot. It's always a throw of the dice whenever you get a surge. You don't know if it's going to be like a 2-block ride or if it's going to be like a 20-mile ride. You can probably hear the rain's coming down again. There's been tornado warnings off and on. There's a lot of bad weather coming through here. The remnants of the hurricane are coming up through here. So it is kind of a nasty night in Nashville. There's a lot of events going on regardless. There's a thing called Live on the Green. There goes a cop car going past. But there's a thing called Live on the Green. It's an outdoor concert, and I don't know, but I can't help but think that they're probably going to cancel this thing, because there's been a tornado warning like just northwest of downtown Nashville. There was a couple of tornado warnings down near where I live, like southeast of town, and I can't help but think that's going to happen all through the night, because the remnants of this storm are still pretty turbulent, I'd imagine, and are creating a lot of weather effects up this way. So I know they're getting a bunch more rain than we are down in the northwest or southwestern part of the state near Memphis, in the western part like Jackson, Dyersburg, stuff like that, probably because the path has gone more directly north, and we're a little bit off to the northeast of the storm. But we're still getting a pretty good, significant amount of rain. So anyway, so if you guys ever had that happen to you, where you're literally in the middle of a turning onto a road, and then somebody pings you from the opposite direction, and then you keep going on the road you're on because you know you can get to them just by going back around the corner, and then they cancel on you because I guess they think you're going the wrong way. You're not going directly towards them, so they must be don't know where I am. I don't know, it's crazy. But anyway, they canceled, and that's alright because I got an errand to run real quick anyway. So I was about to go offline for just a second anyway, so it didn't really matter. I'm offline right now, so have both my apps off, using Maestro as usual. And there's a guy that likes to criticize my channel and likes to criticize my marketing of Maestro, but I like Maestro. It's a good app. If I didn't use it, I wouldn't promote it. So that's just for the guy who doesn't like the Maestro, there's a good Maestro plug for you. So I'm going to keep promoting Maestro as long as I keep using it, and I still use it every single time I go out to drive, so it's good. So what are some of you guys' pet peeves? I want to know that. If you can, I know there's only one person watching now, but if you could put in the comments below some pet peeves that you have with passengers, whether it's canceling as soon as you get the request, just because you're not driving exactly straight at them at that moment. They don't even give you time to maneuver around. It's talking really loud, making jokes, carrying drinks into your car. I'm just kind of curious what other drivers around the country and in Nashville are irritated by. So anyway, like I said, I hadn't done a live stream in a while, so I figured I'd jump on here and do one. Man, this rain is starting to come down again really hard. I gotta run by the bank here real quick. That's why I turned off my apps. So with that, I'll probably bid you adieu. I'm gonna try to get some more rides. I only got one ride. It was a 2.2 times Uber X. The only time I take Uber X is when it's surging. Any other time I'd usually take just Excel and Selects. I don't know if you guys saw my announcement earlier, but it's not really my announcement, but I was just announcing that Lyft is moved all across the state of Tennessee. Sorry, I'm trying to reach this stupid ATM. It's like really inconvenient and hard to get over there. But so it was pretty awesome that I found out today that every single area, every piece of land is now covered by Lyft. So it's pretty awesome. They also premiered. They also kind of a pun there. They also started doing Lux and Lux SUV and Premier here in Nashville, and that's pretty exciting. I don't qualify, unfortunately. My car is 1 year too old. It should qualify. It qualifies on Select, but it doesn't. So sorry, I'm doing this bank transaction real quick at the ATM. I just had to run this real quick so I can get back on the road. But I'm pretty excited that there is actually coverage for Lyft. Now the trick is to get drivers that live out there and passengers for the drivers to pick up. So that's going to be the challenge. I've got a bunch of cards. I don't know if you guys have any of these Lyft cards, but you can get them direct from Lyft. They're from Vistaprint, and you can actually order them for your driver referral code, which is the same. You can create your own. I created my own, Music City Driver. But you can create your own. They mail them to you. It's like $10 for like 200 or 300, I think. There's actually a link on the Lyft website that goes directly to Vistaprint. They ship them out to you, and they're really nice. I mean, you can. I've actually gone by gas stations before and asked them if they wouldn't mind putting those on their counter or telling people about it. So that's how I'm going to spread the word. I've been posting on some local county pages and stuff like that on Facebook in my rural area to get the word out there too, because it's not going to do very well for for any drivers out there, it's not going to make any impact at all if there are no drivers and there are no riders. Because if there are riders and there's no drivers, then they don't ever get a ride, etc. Right. I hate it. And Uber, it's cut down quite a bit because they've instituted this: if you cancel after 2 minutes, then you get charged $5. I think that has cut down on that for Uber for me. I rarely have anybody cancel on me. Last night was the first, and they probably canceled not because I wasn't coming, because I was coming directly for them. I mean, there was no delay at all. There was no traffic where I was. It was like I was actually going to be ahead of the estimated time of arrival getting there. I think they just canceled because it was a 6 times charge, 6 times surge rather. I think that's the whole reason they canceled. They were trying to get a lower surge, but I think they probably ended up getting a higher surge because at that time is when the surge was starting to peak. So they probably got it 6 times, and then they probably got higher. I don't know how high it actually went because I was on a ride last night. But if I had to guess, it's probably why they canceled was because of there's a tornado siren going off again. Self-inspection of vehicles. That's actually been going on for at least 7 months because I just did a self-inspection of vehicles, and I think that's actually a valid point for Lyft, because Lyft used to be able to be, you could actually say they're safer. They have inspections that you have to go to the office and somebody has to check out the car, make sure they're safe, and then they have mentors that ride with you. But that stuff has not happened in the Nashville area for at least 7 months. I think it stopped right as I started, actually. So it's getting kind of crazy raining. I'm going to go pull over somewhere here because this is crazy, and I don't think anybody is out in this trying to get a ride. I may be wrong, but it's getting pretty torrential here, and there's tornado sirens going off again, and there's water running down the street like rivers. Anyway, but yeah, so the 2-minute thing, cancellation thing for Lyft, I think they really need to follow suit from Uber with that, because I get far too many Lyft rides that do that. And Lyft will only give you a cancellation fee when the passenger cancels if it's already been 5 minutes since they requested you. So that doesn't help you at all. Whereas on Uber, this is a pro for Uber and a con for Lyft. Uber will give you a cancellation fee if you are on time. Now that's the key. If you're in a really traffic heavy area, you're probably not going to make your ETA, and if they cancel on you, then you don't get a fee. But last night was fortunate. I was dead on my ETA, maybe even ahead of time, so when I got canceled on at that time, it actually popped up on the screen. It's kind of cool. It tells you. So it popped up on the screen. I forgot to tell this. It says passenger canceled. You are eligible for a cancellation fee or something like that. It pops up on the screen in black and white. So it was pretty helpful that I knew right away whether I was going to get a cancellation fee or not. So, but yeah, that's a very valid point. That and the self-inspection of the cars. Self-inspection was fine for my car, I think. I'm not just saying that, but my car is in really good shape. But there are a lot of cars out there that I have seen that are in less than optimal shape, that are out there driving, and they give Lyft a bad name. They give Uber a bad name. Who wants to ride around? I mean, I saw a picture from a local Facebook group that I could not believe that was on the Uber and or Lyft platform. It was horrible. It looked like it had been wrecked 3 or 4 times and never repaired. Looked like stuff was held on with tape, it was bad, really bad. And that self-inspection program, it probably allowed that to happen. If they still had the inspection program where you had to take your car into Lyft to do it, which I have heard that they are putting in a new Lyft office here in South Nashville, right off of Nolensville Road near Elysian Fields, if you're familiar with the area. It's in South Nashville, really close to the zoo and Grassmere Park and all that. That's where they're putting a new Lyft office, apparently. So, for those of you who know the Nashville area, that will be a helpful thing. Although it's kind of in a weird, out of the way spot to put it, but whatever. It's right across the street from Taco Bell. So maybe that's why they did it. Anyway, But yeah, I think they need to bring back the inspection program. I think they need to bring back the mentor program. I was never mentored, and I was allowed to do the self-inspection. But from what I've heard, it's actually helpful to have those things in place. So, anyway. Guys, I'm about to jump off of here. The rain is dying down. I'm hoping that means that more people will start riding, and hopefully the severe weather is going away for the night, hopefully. Because otherwise, it's really going to kill my night, and I'm just going to end up going home early, and I'm going to be mad because I didn't make any money. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I really, really, truly appreciate everybody who watches my videos. The only reason I make these videos is to help people out as much as I can. I know there's people who say I don't give good advice. There's at least one guy who says I don't give good advice because I didn't go to the airport to get tips when he has no idea what the airport here is like. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here, but I really sincerely appreciate anybody who watches my videos. I have yet to make a dime off these videos, just to let you know. YouTube does not pay a whole lot anymore. Apparently I missed that wagon, but I've monetized my videos, but I still don't have a lot of, you still don't get paid until you get $100, and I haven't even got that yet. I've got even like maybe a tenth of that, and I don't even have it yet. So I don't do this for money. I do this because I enjoy it. Actually, I never thought of myself as somebody who would make a YouTube video, but I actually enjoy it. So I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I really sincerely appreciate anybody who watches my videos. I really do. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will try to put out as much relevant content as I can. I'm excited, like I said, for this entire statewide Lyft thing. And apparently 40 states are now statewide, which is a huge possible advantage for rideshare customers for Lyft. Uber is going to have to follow suit, or they're going to possibly lose out on a bunch of new riders. But the key is for Lyft drivers to get out there and promote Lyft drivers, refer Lyft drivers, refer passengers, etc. So you're going to have to do some of that stuff. I'm going to try to do it here. I'm going to try to lead a movement in my rural area, because number one, I think it helps for rural areas, rural towns and stuff, to have alternatives for transportation, because the bus lines don't run out in the country. So if you don't have a car, you rely on somebody else that has a car, or you don't go anywhere. This could help out immensely with that. And it also could help with rural jobs, because there is a distinct lack of jobs in the area where I live. And Uber and Lyft, Uber can't do that yet because they haven't expanded there, but Lyft could actually bring some really good jobs, decent jobs, to the area. So I will be promoting Lyft heavily in my area. I suggest you do the same. Get your referral codes out there. Put them on local Facebook groups. If you're in a local neighborhood, a local city, a local town, a local county, even in a state, if you have any kind of group where there's a bunch of people that talk about issues that are going on in the area, employment opportunities, stuff like that, go out there and put your referral link out there. Because it's not just for referral links, it's for actually expanding Lyft so that you can get rides while you're sitting at home. So anyway, I don't know who that is. Sorry, somebody's trying to call me. I don't know who it is. But sorry. Anyway, I went off topic. So promote the crap out of Lyft, because 40 states have statewide coverage now. So what the hell? But anyway, guys, so I'm sorry, got my vehicle inspected for Uber a month ago, so was very surprised to see Lyft self-inspection. Then talked to a kid who said Uber doing the same. Yeah, I didn't get my vehicle inspected by Uber or Lyft 7 months ago, end of January, when I first applied. I didn't have a single inspection done. And you also said never get cancellations from Uber. I get cancellations all the time. Got one last night. I get several cancellations a night because I got tired of calling people and saying, hey, are you there? And on Uber, you don't have to call people. So if they can't figure out how to move their pin on their app, that is their fault. I will sit where they put that freaking pin and I will stay there until that 5 minutes elapses, and then I will hit cancel and I will cut and run. I'm done with holding these people's hands. If they can't figure out how to use Uber, it's not that freaking hard. You can move your PIN anytime. They tell them that through the app. They send it to them on text messages. They put it on their website. I mean, it's not that freaking hard. How is it that hard to move a freaking PIN? I don't understand. But anyway, but since that, I just on the Uber, since you don't have to call, you don't have to text, I sit there, I wait at the PIN, and after 5 minutes, I cut it. Lyft, you have to call, which most of the time I really don't mind it. Most of the time, the people with Lyft, and with Lyft, see, the cool thing, the advantage with Lyft, I know you just said Lyft is ridiculous, Jenny. I agree on the self-inspection, but with Lyft, when you pull up to the pin, you can actually see the little stick figure, the little yellow person. So that tells you where their cell phone is. So if you get, oh, I know, absolutely, I agree. I just had one a minute ago. That's what prompted this video. But if you look at Lyft, when you look at where the pin is and you drive to where it is, you can see the little stick figure. Sometimes it's way off from where the pin is. So Lyft people don't know how to put their pin any better than Uber people do. But at least with Lyft, you have the ability to see where the hell they are. Because on Uber, there is no capability with that. Wherever they put the pin is wherever you see. You drive to that pin. If they're not there, 5 minutes, hit cancel, collect your fee, and move on. Anyway, guys, it's tornado sirening again. I better check and see what the hell's going on. I don't want to get blown away. You guys have a great night. If you're out driving, be careful. And you guys, if you're out driving, be safe and have a good night.